One I want to start with is mindset. Because in life, Tony Robbins, I used to hear like 75% of what you do is mindset, 25% skill set. I've seen Tony Robbins say 95% is mindset. And with me coaching thousands of students across the United States, I'm realizing like it's true. 95% is mindset.
Hi there, guys. This is amazing. I hope you're liking these great nuggets from our guests that we are bringing. This is Vinney Chopra, Beau Exteen. We do the show, and 2024, we just came up with the idea to crush2024.com. If you have not registered, please go ahead and register, and you can look back. Also, some of the videos you may have missed. We are dropping one every day for the whole month of January. How are you, Beau, brother?
I'm doing well. It's been a long time since I saw you.
Just last second, actually.
Yeah, we had a good interview this morning. We interviewed Elise, and she works with men and drama health mindset coach for men specifically that have drama and interesting conversation. But today we have another exciting lady here to join us, and we're going to talk all about strategies to make 2024 the best. We're going to talk about mindset strategies, business strategies, and hacks, all this and more. Please welcome Tiff Rose to the show. Tiff has a 20-year background in the mortgage origination business. She was actually a loan processor and taught me when I was a beginning loan officer. So we've been around the block. And then over the years, I've watched her grow and develop, just like I try to grow and develop. She was reading and studying and taking courses and learning and growth mindset and never stopping the learning process. A few years back, she said, look, I need to share my knowledge on the mortgage business and how to generate leads and how to be successful and not be, going back to work as a waiter or waitress when the market gets tough. So we thought we'd bring her. There's no one better to speak about all this stuff that will move 2024 in the right direction, because I watched her blow up. And so anyways, welcome to Crush 2024.
Thank you guys. You guys are like family to me, and I love we can have talks about everything under the sun. And you know how I love talking about all this business stuff and mindset stuff. So it's always a pleasure to be a guest with you. So thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you. You're really mindset. I know, Tiff, you've done wonders in really positioning and pivoting yourself. So give us some really great hacks that people watching us or listening to us can implement. Yep.
All right. So, I wanted to bring today some mindset stuff, some strategy stuff, some hacks. So we'll go over all of that. One I want to start with is mindset. Because in life, Tony Robbins, I used to hear like 75% of what you do is mindset, 25% skill set. I've seen Tony Robbins say 95% is mindset. And with me coaching thousands of students across the United States, I'm realizing like it's true. 95% is mindset. I could give all the strategy in the world to my students and myself, but if you don't have the right mindset and the belief, and you don't understand these kind of laws of what you need to follow to get to where you want to go, the strategy doesn't mean anything. So what I've realized, in the way to crush your goals in 2024, the number one thing is writing them down. So there's something magical. It's even in the Bible. I don't care what religion you are or not religious, but it is even in the Bible. When you write it down, and scripture says that it will get brought to you. So the people, 1% of humans in this world write down their goals. 38% write down their goals. A big percent doesn't read them every day or doesn't know where they are. The 1% that read them every day, they're multimillionaires. So guess what I do every single day now? I have it right by my vision board. I read my goals every single day. Now, the reason why it's so important to do this when you start out 2024 is because we change the script on ourselves. We move the needle. We move the goalpost. We pivot when we're not supposed to be. So if you say, January, this is what I want or more. This is how I'm going to get that. So for example, me. In January, I want 70 new students enrolled in my program. I'm going to run X amount of money on Facebook ads. I'm going to get this amount of organic traffic. I'm going to make sure one email nurture campaign goes out. I build it out down to the letter. And I read it every day, because what I found is I've done this in the past and not read it every day, and I'll go off track. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll hire somebody to get me this and this and that. And you forget what you set out to do. So when you do it, and you don't veer from that, I'm telling you, law of attraction, it is a law. It will happen. So does that make sense? This is so important for people listening and watching right now. Write down your goals and read them every day. Put it in a place where it's feasible, or go run to a photocopier and photocopy it 50 times so you don't have an excuse of, oh, shoot, I left it at home, or I left it at my desk, or I left it in the bathroom. Put it everywhere you can. So when I blow dry my hair, I brush my teeth with my left hand because I got a bunch of weird rituals and routines I do to get my brain going. I read my stuff every day. I look at my positive affirmations, and I look at my vision board, and one of them says, know that you're on the right path. Once you write down your goals and you're reading them every day, do not veer from it. Know that you're on the right path. Those things, those ideas, that energy got brought to you for a reason. It means because that's what's going to get you on the other side of your goals. You're 3 feet from gold, and then we change the script on ourselves. So important you read that every day.
What's a good number of goals? I mean, I don't want to I have a lot of ambition, but do I want to put like the top 10 or 15 goals? Like, hey, I'm going to crush it at the gym today. Like, how would I state that? Hey, I'm going to do 30 minutes of cardio and 20 minutes of weights today. Is that how I'm writing these goals down? Am I writing it by hand, or am I typing
Specific goals.
Specific goals. Absolutely. You put your big fantasy goals, because people tend to write down, this year I'm going to get Bob Proctor talks about, this year I'm going to get a new Ford. And Bob Proctor's like, well, what kind of car do you have now? And he's like, well, I have a Ford, but it's 4 years old. He's like, so you're setting a goal to get a car that you already have. It's just not new anymore because you already got it 4 years ago. So why don't you set your goal to be a Lamborghini, a Ferrari, or whatever that is? But you have to remember that when you build out these goals, write down the little baby steps it's going to take you to get there. Because when it's all about the challenge and the skill set balance. If you make something, if you say, I'm going to crush my goals this year, I'm going to lift 300 pounds in the gym. Well, how are you going to do that? It's going to cause stress and anxiety. So how are you going to, by the end of the year or sooner, always write down or sooner, because your subconscious mind, you want to make sure that you say the oh sooner part. So I want to lift 300 pounds in the gym by the end of the year or sooner. How are you going to do that? What do you have to do every day? How much do you have to lift January, February, March, April to be able to, by December, be able to squat that weight or pick up that weight? Okay. I definitely can't do that, but I have different goals. I also, everything that's bugging me, like I got to take my gut health vitamins every day. I meditate before bed. I say my positive affirmations. So I'll get into that in a second. Write it down to the letter. It doesn't, you think there's a lot, but when you write it down, it probably takes up like one piece of paper. But when you're blow drying your hair, brushing your teeth, and you just read it out loud and you go through it, it's actually not that much, but it's good reminders to remind yourself to do those things. So one of the things that I do. What's that?
Do you read it out loud?
I read it out loud, not when I'm brushing my teeth, but I read as much as I can out loud. Yes, because thoughts are things. So when you say it out loud, it has more power. This stuff is like scientifically proven. It's not woo-woo or religious stuff. When you say things out loud, words have power. I even saw something that actually kind of scared me. I'm like, whoa, this is how powerful words are. This man said, God, please take my baby's cancer away and give it to me. And he actually, his baby got cured, but he got cancer. And so the spiritual advisor said, well, why would you do that? Do you know how powerful your prayers and thoughts and words are? Yeah. So say, God, please heal my baby. You don't have to do a trade-off, because you will get exactly what you speak out loud and what you say.
Words, yeah.
Words are very powerful. So as many times a day as I can say things out loud. And it's funny because it creates an energy. I have it framed. I have all kinds of little stuff in my house, but I have a game changer photo frame, and I walk around the house and I say, I am a game changer. I create my own destiny. Success breeds success. I celebrate. And it's when you actually say it out loud, I'm like, hell yeah. I get so excited. I'm pumped up differently than when I just read it in my head. So to answer your question.
I love it. Love it.
Yes.
This is amazing.
I'm listening to the 12-week year, which basically said
that's a good one. This 12-week year.
So 12-week year. So just don't say your goal for the year. Set it for the first quarter, because then you could pivot and make changes. Like
so true. So true.